Hey guys, King Michael here. I'm going over this, not a cough, but something in my throat. But, alright, I want to break this down. Anytime I learn something new, I love to teach. I love to educate on it because that means I know it. That means I become a practitioner of what it is that I am teaching, of what I've learned, so that way I know that I've withheld and took in the information, not just listened to it. I am then able to teach it to my students because I'm a grandmaster, and this is something that I want my people to know because, quite frankly, financial education is important. So if you are somebody that wants to become a millionaire, wants to become a seven-figure earner, an eight-figure earner, a 10-figure earner, you don't want to be broke and poor as shit. You want to tune in. All right, so this is from my understanding of how I took everything. I'm going to break down. Let me flip this. Let me flip the script. Let me put it on in. Let me screw it on back. And let me break down all this chaos, all right? People with $1 million, all right? People with $1 million right now, you are worried you are not wealthy. I'm going to break this down one more time. People with $1 million currently in their bank accounts, you are worried you are not wealthy. All right, I'm going to break this down and why that is so. Current day millionaires right now are not focused on inflation. They're focused on a lot of car payments. They're focused on, well, they're pretty much middle class people. All right, anybody under $1 million, or these guys at $1 million that you call wealthy are just current day middle class. Because they also got mortgages, they also got, the list goes on. If you're paying for a kid, if you have one kid equals to 1.5 million each kid. All right, so that million, you're wiped out. You're broke. You're broke. You're not wealthy. You're broke, millionaires. You hear this? All right. So the next thing, okay? Let's say if we broke down $1 million, this is exactly what you had in your bank, all right? You divide that by 4,000, right? 4,000 is what you live off of. This is what you got. And you have zero income. You have no income left. Oh, thank you for watching, Chess. You have zero income coming in. Let's say you're 27. You're going to live all the way till you're 52 on 4,000. And this is not, again, this is not including inflation. This is not including your car payments. This is not including your mortgages, the things that you buy, the expensive things to catch up with the Joneses. This is not explaining your Starbucks, your useless Louis Vuitton, just paying for the name. This is that right here. Okay, I'll break down. If you're 47, you're gonna live till you're 62. If you're 65, I'm gonna say like you're gonna live all the way. Let's say till you're like comfortably, you're going to be 82. You're going to be 82. You can live comfortably from 65 to 82. So there's that. So having $1 million in your bank account, you're still broke, millionaires. You're still broke. If you have exactly $1 million and you take 4,000, that's what you live off of until you die. 4,000 a month. And you have no income. You have no other income coming in. No Social Security, no investments, no nothing. If you're 27, you're going to live till you're 52. And then you're going to run out of money. And then you're going to be homeless. You're going to be on the streets. You're going to not have nothing. Because then your debt collectors are going to come and be like, knock, knock, knock. Hey, Linda. Hey, Linda. Hey, fucking Linda. Do you have the money? Hey, you have the money? You have this month's rent? Oh, you don't have this month's rent? Oh, I'm sorry. Got to kick you out. At 52, you out. 47. Same thing's going to happen when you're 62. When you're 65, same thing's going to happen when you're 82. All right? Hopefully you're dead, but you know what? They have these beautiful things called medicines that are bullshit, but you know what? They're called medicines, and they will help you live a long life. That does not mean a valued life. That does not mean a healthy life. That does not mean a strong life. That does not mean a life that is worth fulfilling, right? A miserable life and a pained life and a life when you're in a sin of pain is not life to me. Okay. So now that we explain this, millionaires, all right, you are worried, not wealthy. The difference between wealthy and millionaires is this alone. Wealthy, I would say you are wealthy when you have $10 million. of new income. If you have no new income and you have $10 million, okay, you are wealthy because you can live your whole life fully. You can take care of your kids. Each kid, if like you have 2 kids, that's 3 million. So that leaves you with 7 million. You'd be okay. Legal problems come. You can pay for that. You can securely pay for that and crush your enemies totally. Now, I want to go over the 4 things that you need to be wealthy. 4 things. 4 things. If you want this word right here, freedom. Freedom. And I know you want freedom, so you got to go for targets. Go for targets. Go for these targets, okay? This is just my personal thing when I was taking the notes. I treat people like investors in me. When I meet somebody new, I'm kind and loving and courteous to everybody, but if you're an enemy, I let you know where you stand. But I treat people like investors. Like when somebody, here, let me flip this so you can look at me. So when I'm training somebody, when I'm training a new student, when I'm mentoring somebody, when I am learning from somebody, I am treating them like investors. Because you never know. Somebody is going to buy something from me. Somebody is going to want education. Somebody is going to want knowledge. Somebody's going to want to learn something that they're not learning in their prison or at school. Somebody's going to want to learn something other than a bunch of stuff in a textbook that they're never going to use. Life experience, knowledge. Applied knowledge is power, not knowledge itself. Knowledge itself is like money. Money gets moldy. If you store it, it loses value. Money eventually comes to zero. That's what Pablo Escobar, he had so much money stored up. The rats ate it. The rats shit on it. There's piss all over it, nasty stuff all over it. He had so much money, he didn't know what to do with it. Does that make sense to you? So money is not king, ladies and gentlemen. It's what you do with the money. It's what you do. Money is a tool. Just like knowledge. Knowledge is a tool. And the knowledge that you gain through listening to my videos and the things that I learn, we learn together. But, I break it down into water. You know what soap is? I take the soap and I take the water out the soap and I give you guys the water so that way you can grow. That's the way that I mentor. That's the way that I teach. Something that I feel is complex, I make very simple so the world can know. Back to this though. Let me flip this. Israel, thank you for watching. Excuse me. All right, so I treat people like investors. Go for targets. Number 1, if you're looking for this, wealthy, millionaires, they're always worried, they're always scared, all right? You are worried, not wealthy. Wealthy people, their goal is not the $1 million, their goal is freedom. So change your targets. Number 1 is change your targets. Change your targets going from, okay, I want to become a millionaire, okay, stop that. That's going to happen. That's going to happen regardless if you focus on the fundamentals. If you focus on these 4 steps right here that I'm going to break down to you, so that way you're never poor, you're never miserable, you're never doing something that you don't want to do. You can control your own life. Freedom. Fuck Aunt Susie and Mom, I've grown up. It's time for me to live my life free. Damn it, all right? Damn. So this is what we're going to do. Change your targets. Number 1 is change your targets. Number 2, income. Income. What is the income? The gross income, 40%. Now, this is hard, okay, ladies and gentlemen? Well, to me, it's easy because I do something a little more extreme because I don't need income. I don't need money. I've always had people, like the way that I talk, the way that I get in the inner circles, the way that I am able to move. I'm a stigma alpha, so I can go into places that you typically cannot go into because I am savvy. I speak, and people laugh, and people that laugh want people that laugh and people that make them laugh because people are boring as shit, typically. So therefore, whenever you're able to add value to their inner circle and everybody likes you, you are then the sum of all of those people that you just befriended. If they're all wealthy, you become a part of their wealth. If that makes sense to you? They will be able to break bread with you because they know, love, and trust you. That right there is how that works in that ecosystem. And I'm going to break that down in the coming videos. But right now, we're just focused on this, okay? If you are working a 9 to 5 and you have income coming in, you have your monthly income. Every time you get a check, save. This is hard, but do this, and you will thank me later. Your gross income, 40% save to invest. Don't save to save. This is what poor people do. Poor people that have a lot of money, they just save, 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 but they're always fucking broke. They need, excuse me, that 40% you need to invest because you want that money making you baby money. You want that money making you money. All right? Like when you have a baby, you need that dance, you need that sexual time. Well, this is right here. You need that money to make that sexual time to make you more money. So therefore, you are not like the millionaire with zero income. You can outlive these guys because these guys are just planning for this little time that they're going to die or whatever have you. You are planning for the long haul. You are planning for freedom. This right here, ladies and gentlemen. This right here. This right here happens when you change your targets. This right here happens when you dedicate your income, whatever income that you have, no matter what, how big or how small, 40% of that. If I get a $10 bill, $4 of that is going towards investments. $40, $4 of that, if it's $100, $40 is going towards investments. 40% goes to the IRS. The government wants their money. And then you live off of 20%. I do things a little different. For my mentees that want to know me, all right, this is what I do. You don't have to do this, but this is what I do because I don't need income, really. Because I've made every system that I can just be and I can do what I love, which is kicking ass and taking names and being a grandmaster to my students. But this is what I do, okay? So 40% IRS, right? 40%. 50% invest, and then I live off of 10%. That's what I do, and that is very, very hard, because this right here alone is hard, all right? This right here is harder, but what you don't see, this right here, long term, I'm beating all your asses. My goal is trillionaire. My goal is trillion. I don't care about money, but the byproduct of everything that I'm doing leads me to here. Long game. I'm thinking long game. And I break it down like this. I'm a general. So I break it down like this. Just so you guys can understand. You got the long game. You got the mid game. You got the short. I'm going to break these down for you so you understand. Let me sit. Your long game is like anything past 10 years. 10 years. Your mid game is 1 year.
May I have your attention, please? Attention, library patrons. Outdoor Explorer is going on now.
Outdoor Explorer.
Drop in anytime until 12:30 to participate in our 6124 Suns Press activity.
Do you want to do a Sun Press activity? Come on down. All patrons are welcomed. All right. And then short game is anything within 24 hours. This is how I break it down, all right? So long game is 10 years, mid game is 1 year, short game is 24 hours, and then I also do hiring fire. Hire, fire. I want to break this down to you. Let me cap this, and then we'll get back to the lesson of money. But I feel these are crucial skills. So, as a general, and I plan out my life like this, I have a 10-year plan, systematically planned out. Anything can go awry, but overall, I'm going to get these results, these goals. This lets me have vision because I got a question. Each new person that I meet, I think about my long term. Is knowing this person going to get me closer to my goal? Or can I help them get to their goal? And is that going to boost me to get to my goal? Or is this a dead relationship? Hire and fire. Is it a high quality person or a low quality person? Can this low quality person, if I put enough investment in, become a high quality person? Or are they going to stay low quality? If that's the case, I got to fire them. I cannot have them in my life long because then my value will be tainted. It would drop. The same thing as when I hire people. When I hire people, it is to set you up for success. It is to set you up for a way that each person that you add, if diamonds, if a whole bunch, I attract great people. So if a whole bunch of us diamonds gather together, that's a lot of value. We share each other's value multiplied. So it gets you closer to your long goal. Get you closer to your medium goals. It gets you closer to your short-term goals. It's 24 hours, I do a test. I do a test for people. And some people pass it, and some people don't. No hard feelings. Because I'm focused on the long game. Because at the end of the day, whether they hate me or they love me, I'm focused on my long game, my medium game, and my short game. Regardless of how Susie treats me, regardless, I'm going to get to where I'm going to go because I have it systematically planned out. If I train every single day, if I do what I have set out to do, and if I do it in the way that I am doing it, I'm going to be great. But if I sway from the path, I'm going to look down. I can't see my penis because, quite frankly, I'm eating awful. And no, I'm not. But I'm just saying, hypothetically, if I stray off the path and I start eating fucking McWhoppers, fucking looking down, looking ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I can't see my hoo-ha. That's fucked up, you know? So that's that. That's what I got to deal with. So I'm focused on the long game. When I add somebody in my life, I think, man, are they going to be an asset or are they going to be a liability? Got to cut off liabilities, so I fire them. Or I hire them, and then as it gets to know, love, and trust, it's in that order. Trust is last. I get to know you. We get to know each other. Get to love you. I'll love you like family. Family! You know, people say that, you hear me say that to my family. People that aren't that. And then trust. Trust is the last one. You can't just come into my life one day and think that, okay, even if we hypothetically slept together on the same day, that doesn't mean anything. We still have to put value in each other. We still have to get to know, love, and trust each other. We still have to see how we work well as a team together. We still have to solve problems, so on and so forth. Increase your value, increase me. Help me help you. How well as a team can we do that? Kings and queens, how good are a king-queen set are we? Are we rising the world together? Are you doing your own thing and I'm doing my own thing? Then we don't need to be together. Does that make sense to you? I hope that makes sense. Hope that is as clear as rain. So yeah, this is what I do. IRS 40, invest 50, real estate, forex trading, crypto, stocks, investing, anything that's growing your money. And when I do stocks, it has to make sense to me. If I don't know how the business is making money, or if I do not see a 10-year success story from the CEO and presidents, the people that are owning the company, I don't put my money there. That's a liability. I want to put my money in places and things that the people believe in their systems, so therefore, okay, I can believe in them. Okay, I can see the vision. Okay, I see how they're going to dominate their competition. They're taking over the market share. Okay, I see it. I'm as plain as rain. When it comes to business, nobody else beats me. I've studied all the greats, and I'm competitive. I'm competitive. Excuse me. You may be good now, but I'm going to have exponential growth. Exponential. I'm always rising. Even when you think I'm not. That's the goal of a general. The CEO, president of the company, you got to have this vision, especially for my company, Mastery Masters International. We are always rising. So this right here. And then my kingdom too. I'm a king of a country in Africa. So my kingdom has to be taken care of as well. The same way I run my kingdom is the same way I run my business, and the same way I run my life. Those trinities are a king and queen set. I have 87 queens, 116 children. The list goes on. I might have 117. One might, the 87th one might be pregnant. Clap, clap. But anyways, I take care of my people. You need to do that. This right here is taking care of you now, all right? So therefore, you can take care of your people. Not saving this 40% is only selfish on your part. You're only hurting yourself in your future because you want short-term pleasure. I promise. This is how I do things. If it's not going to change my life in 24 hours, I don't want to do it. Especially if it interferes with the things that I already have planned for my 10-year. If you take away from this, it better be freaking important. It better be important. Does that make sense to you? That's why these are safeguards for myself. And I have these broken down in a very detailed list, but I'm not going to share that with you because that's mine. And enemies can take that and copy it and do what they want, but that's fine. This, you can make your own thing, all right? If you're one of my students, I break this down with them. But in their terms, in their life. So that way they can be successful 10 years, 1 year, 24 hours. What is a successful 24 hours for you? What is a successful year for you? What is a successful 10 year for you? And let's hit those marks. Let's hit those goals. Let's change those targets, hit that income, save 40%, not to save, but to invest. So you got real estate, you got Forex trading, you got the stock market, you got cryptocurrency, you got stocks and bonds, you got safe investments. So many things you can do, all right? Money, like knowledge, is only good if you use it. I'm going to say that one more time. Money, just like knowledge, knowledge, is only good if you use it. Sits there and dies. Listen, you can have all the knowledge in the world, you can know everything, but if you don't apply it, it's going to die. Just like your money. If you have it just hidden under your basement, hidden under your bed, it's just going to die. It's going to lose value because of inflation. Money is not king. Knowledge is not king. It's applied knowledge. It's applied money. Money is a tool. Knowledge is a tool. All the knowledge that you get from your parents, from my billionaire investors, from me, that becomes a tool. Your money is a tool, ladies and gentlemen. All right? $10,000. If you made $10,000, 40% of that you lived off of. So, no. 40% goes to you. You pay yourself in terms of investing. All right, investing, 40%. So that's $4,000 goes to investing. $4,000 goes to the IRS. And then $2,000 you live off of. You live off of this right here, ladies and gentlemen. That equals 100%. 40, that's 80, then 20. You live off of 20. I already stated to you that I live off of 10. So all you have to do is take the math of 10,000. So I live off $1,000. And then I use OPM, other people's money. OPM. Great business owners use other people's money. You got loans, you got bank, the list can go on, but I'm just trying to break this down for you. Next thing is step number 3. Broke. Live broke. That doesn't mean you're broke, but nothing. What? Oh, okay. Nothing in maybes. Nothing in maybes. When you do investing, if you are maybe, you might do it, don't do it. If it's not clean as rain, yes, I'll do it. Even after you look at all the numbers, don't do it. It's not a good investment. Live broke. Invest in storage. Money needs to make babies. Money needs to make babies. That's how I took it. So therefore, if you invest, whatever you invest in, you have to see the ROI at the end of that. ROI, return on investments. But there's also ROT, return on time investments. All right? This is when I look at people, when I'm hiring fire, the ROT is what I value. Because I'm a king. I can't give all my time to everyone. I have to systematically select who I want to give time to, who I want to build value with, what queen I want to enhance, what queen that are not worth mine. And I want to know, okay, the kings that are in my life, okay, I want to make sure that these guys are better than they came to me. So therefore, okay, that guy, if it wasn't for King Michael, all right, he changed my life. He completely enhanced me. Okay, those videos that he made, dude, they completely changed my life in the way that I was thinking, man. If it wasn't for them, if it wasn't for King Michael, I would become a millionaire. If it wasn't for King Michael, I wouldn't become a billionaire. Whatever have you, whatever you want, you can do it. Let's systematically set you up for success so you can do it. Does that make sense to you? Let's not just talk about it, let's be about it. Okay, long term, mid game, short game. Boom, hire and fire people. Hire and fucking fire people. That right there, fire your family if you have to. I promise you, your life will get enhanced. But you got to add people like myself in your circle too, because we are going up. All right, so live broke. And I already explained, I live on 10%. I invest 50%, 40%. Obviously, whatever the IRS doesn't take, I literally just stick back into investing. I'm just letting you know. I'm dedicated. I'm disciplined. Okay, and then the next one. This is the final one. This is the final one, okay? This is it. You guys, you're done with class. Clap, clap. Passive. Forex trading, real estate. You need to exceed your monthly income. So this right here needs to eventually, for your passive, needs to exceed. So your forex trading, your real estate options, this allows you to sit and do nothing, hypothetically. Let me flip to me. This lets you literally sit and do nothing, and you're making money no matter what. Every 30 days, you're making money. Every day, you're making money. Money is coming in. Boom, boom, boom. It's passive. Yeah, it's passive now. The $10 that you're making monthly turned into $100 monthly. That $100 turned monthly turned into $1,000 monthly. That $1,000 turned monthly turned to $10,000 monthly. So while they laughed at you, while they're like, ha, 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 they're still at their 9 to jobs, working for a boss that they hate, they want to drop kick in the throat, and that girl named Sarah, oh, we all have that girl named Sarah. She thinks she's all that in a bag of chips. You want to just drop kick her in the throat. That's fine. You don't have to, because you can just leave Sarah at her miserable job where she will be for the next 90 years when she's a bag of wrinkly sacks. Does that make sense to you? Your best revenge, ladies and gentlemen, is your success. I do not want you working at a job that makes you sick. I don't want you working at I call it a slave wage, you want to be doing things so where you are out freedom, when you're able to do rock climbing, you're able to be with your kids whenever you want, not punching a clock because you need that money. If you love where you're working, that's cool. I support that. But if you're somebody that literally you're only there for a paycheck, you gotta number one, change your targets. Number two, you gotta invest 40% of your income. You gotta be disciplined. If you're not gonna do it for yourself, do it for your family. Because I'm pretty sure your family wants to see their mother. I'm pretty sure your family wants to see your father. I'm pretty sure you understand you got to do it for somebody other than yourself if you can't do it for yourself. If that makes sense to you? You got to have a why. The next thing. Number 3, you got to live like you're broke. Stop going to Mickey D's, stop doing Starbucks, listen, when you look down you can't see your hoo-ha, it's because of your choices. Nobody's forcing you to eat the toxic food that's making you sick and making you to where your legs are and your back's problems and all this. You can literally change your diet to where you can be the best you can be. I'm not shaming you. I'm simply stating facts. If you walk out and you can't fit through your door, that's a problem. I'm brutally honest. I'm okay if you can hate me for that. I am a king. So therefore, when I say something, listen, somebody's going to not like what I say because I make enemies. Good. If I don't have somebody wanting to assassinate me, I'm not doing a good job because I care for my people. I care that they are living prosperous lives. I care about the people that I get to meet, that I get to influence, that comes to my life, that I enhance them, that they leave better than they have when they didn't have me. Does that make sense to you? Why you just want them to die in their bed slowly of heart disease. That is not my cup of tea. That is not my way. Does that make sense to you? All right. I stand for unity, but I also stand for health, passion, love, a future. And you cannot have a future if you're not alive to see it. More so, if you are not healthy, that everything that you do is miserable and and you are in pain. That to me is not a life. But hey, it is what it is. All right, so I broke down your passive income. Let me flip this for the last time. Your passive income must exceed your income. So therefore, you can quit your job and you can live off of your passive. So therefore, you can live the life you want. If you want to be an adventurer, if you want to travel all 50 states, all countries, all continents, you want to be a traveler, you can do that. Buy yourself a minivan, buy yourself a backpack, go explore. Set those targets, that financial target, so that your passive income needs to be that. So therefore, you're not stressing like everyone else. You're blessing. Don't stress, bless, all right? And that doesn't mean give everything you have and then you have nothing. And then you're like, oh, why don't you help me? I helped you. Don't live like that. That's a slave. You want to be able to help people without the feeling of returning something. You don't want to do it because you want a blessing back. You do it. When I'm kind and loving and courteous, listen, I'm not doing that to be manipulated. No, I'm doing that because I naturally want to enhance people that I meet. I treat everyone like an investor. Remember I said that in the beginning? Do this and your life will never be the same. And I mean that in the greatest sense. Prospect people. Hire and fire people. And then do all this. And ladies and gentlemen, you can sit down. Your life will be enhanced. King Michael, the Archangel. Michael, the Archangel. I hope you learned something from this. I hope your life is better. And it's not, listen, I hope your year, I hope where you are now, you are not in the same place where you are a year from now, like the rest of the people not watching this. I want you to be enhanced. I don't care if you're a man, I don't care if you're a woman. Listen, I'm not, whatever your bullshit is, nah. My goal is just to enhance you. I don't care what you look like, I don't care where you come from. If no one's told you this today, I love you. I'm looking at you, looking at your soul. I love you. I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you for watching. Share these videos so that way somebody can also give a hand up. Build them. You're worth it. I mean this. You are worth it. You are worth this investment. You are worth me learning this, so therefore I can teach you this. I already did this, but they broke it down in a way that I was able to learn from it, and then I can explain it, so that way I can teach you guys, for my students, because I'm a grandmaster. I'm also a king that actually cares for his people. So, thank you guys for watching. Thank you. I hope it enhanced your life, and until next one, bye-bye. Thank you, Instagram, for allowing me to share this. Thank you, YouTube, for allowing me to post. And that is a wrap. Bye-bye.